Good afternoon, and welcome to today's afternoon broadcast of the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings versus the Stagg Chargers. This game has been rescheduled from Monday to here Friday. The game was originally supposed to be played at the Vikings home field in Homewood Flossmoor, but was rescheduled to the Stagg Chargers field for the purpose of their all-turf field. Although it's still played at Stagg, the Vikings are the home team, so the Chargers will lead off at bat. On the mound today for the Vikings is Henry Humes. Behind the plate, Cameron Williams. Starting at third base is Ricky Ham. Shortstop is Torrey Cheney. Second base, Mateo Morales. First base is James Holly. Starting in right is Demir Heidelberg. Out in center is Nick Calamino. And out in left field is Arthur Stamps. We're about ready for first pitch here, and stepping up for the Stagg Chargers is number 16. It's the starting center fielder, Joel Harrell. Humes making his fourth start of the season. His last start was in Atlanta, Georgia, where it was unfortunately rained out in only the third inning. Only got to throw 2 innings. So hoping to get a bounce back start here. And we're set, ready for first pitch. Humes to wind up the pitch. Fastball hammered to center. Calamino's going back. He has an eye on it, and he's got it. Hard hit ball there off the bat from Harrell, but right to Calamino, so he tracks it down, and Humes gets 1 out on 1 pitch.
Number 3, Sebastian Talaga.
Now up for the Chargers is Sebastian Talaga. He's their starting left fielder. He's in the 2-hole today. Here comes the windup from Humes. Outside changeup called for ball 1. 1-0 here on Hariga. Wind up. Here's the pitch. Change up on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Humes. 1-1. First changeup was a little outside. That one was painted right on the corner. Here's the fastball. Drilled to right field. That's in between Holly and Morales, and that'll get through for the Chargers' first hit. A hard hit ground ball just to Holly's right. Couldn't get to it. So Talaga will be at first with 1 out. John Campusano stepping up for the Chargers now. He's the catcher for the Chargers. So Humes will go from the stretch with Talaga on first. Takes a look back at him. Here's the pitch. Fastball swing and miss from Campusano. 0-1. Vikings are 6-3 to start the season. We're 4-1 going into Atlanta after their disappointing loss to Kankakee. Then went 2-2 in Atlanta. So about 500. Humes throws, picks off to first. Campusano's back safe. I'm sorry, Talaga. Humes looks back at Talaga. He's set. Another pickoff. Holly missed the ball. Looked like a close play if he caught it. Just couldn't hold on to it, so Talaga's back safe at first. Humes is set. Here comes the pitch. Talaga goes. Grounder up the middle. Cheney will tag Talaga. Throw to first. Double play! Torrey Cheney with a double play unassisted. So he'll tag out Talaga at second on the steal attempt. Perfect timing there as he runs up the middle to cover short, or to cover second. Scoop the ground ball up on the way. Tag Talaga, throws to first. So the Vikings get out of the inning with no runs allowed. We'll head into the bottom of the first. 0-0.
for the Vikings, number 0, Torrey Cheney.
So into the box will step Torrey Cheney for the Vikings. He's going to lead them off. He's starting at shortstop today. Pitching for the Stagg Chargers is Will Slater, I'm sorry. Here comes the windup from Slater. The pitch. Outside slider, high and outside, taken for ball 1 by Cheney. Here comes the windup and the pitch. Low changeup. Called for strike 1. Looked a little low. Cheney didn't like it, but it's 1-1 here on him. Here comes the windup. The pitch. Fouled off towards the back by Cheney. It'll be 1-2 on him. Here comes the windup from Slater. The pitch. Inside curveball. Caught Cheney looking. So it'll be a first out for the Vikings. Cheney didn't like it. He thought it was inside. But some nice movement put on the ball there from Slater to get Cheney for the first out. Here comes the windup to Munoz. Pitch. Swing and a miss there from Mateo Munoz. 0-1. Going to this game, Munoz batting .375. The 5th highest batting average on the team this season. Curveball outside taken for strike 2 on Munoz. 0-2 on him. The Vikings getting down in the count early in the count. Early in the at bat here. Not what we like to see. Fastball behind Munoz. So he'll take ball 1. Slater with the windup. The pitch. Fouled off by Munoz. It'll remain 1-2. Munoz tipped it. Hit off the catcher Campusano's mitt and rolled into fair territory. I believe Slater thought it was fair for a minute. Went to field the ball. Then realized the ump called a foul. Here comes the 1-2 from Slater. Outside high on the fastball. It'll be 2-2 here on Munoz. Here comes the windup from Slater. The pitch. Fastball chopped towards Slater. He'll run and field it cleanly. Throw to first. Munoz is out on the ground out.
For the Vikings, number 4, Demir Heidelberg.
Stepping up for the Vikings now is Demir Heidelberg. Batting .393 on the season. Had his first home run in Lake Point last week. One of the highlights of his tournament as he stayed hot the whole tournament. Here's a pitch. Outside slider taken for ball 1. Will Slater the windup the pitch. Drilled in the air by Heidelberg. Right fielder going back. He'll make the catch. Nice play there by Morziello. And so Heidelberg will be retired to end the inning for the Vikings. We'll head into the top of the second. Still a scoreless game here in Palos Hills. You're watching HF Viking Baseball. Humes back on the mound for his second inning. He'll be facing Anthony Sukolo. Here's a winder from Humes, the pitch. Nice changeup down the middle there. Call the ball. Maybe a little bit high there on Sukolo. 1-0 here on him. Sukolo starting at first base for the Chargers here. Here's a winder from Humes. Outside low fastball called for strike one. 1-1 here on him. Here comes the pitch. High and outside slider called for ball two. Here comes the pitch from Humes. Fastball drilled up the middle. Cheney with a nice play, throws to first. He got him! Great play there by Torrey Cheney. Tipped off of Humes' glove. Cheney sprinted up the middle to make the play. That'll be the first out for the Vikings as Sukolo is retired. Check the replay on that one. Sukolo grounded up the middle. Cheney with a great reaction there on the ball. Smooth field. Throw to first. So one retired here for Humes. Stepping up now is Bronson Sterling. He's starting at third.
Number 21, Bronson Sterling.
They called him safe. So they called him safe there at first. Sukolo beat out the throw. Humes comes set. Here's pitch. Nice slider there. Right down the middle, called for strike two. 0-2 now on Sterling. Here comes the pitch. Slider fouled off by Sterling. Just trying to stay alive. Still 0-2 on him. Humes comes set. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss there from Sterling. Great pitch there by Humes to now get the first out of the inning. So one out. Stepping up now is Andrew Spay. He's starting at short for the Chargers.
Andrew Stagg.
Nice changeup there by Humes to get the swing and the miss from Sterling. Humes is set. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. So the runner is safe at second on the wild throw there from Williams. And a ball on the pitch, so it'll be 1-0 on Spay. So Sukolo at second. Spay up to bat. Hume steps off real quick. Calls Williams to the mound to have a meeting. So count 1-0 here on Spay. Humes comes set. Here's pitch. Fastball outside corner of the plate, called strike one. 1-1 now on Andrew Spay, the starting shortstop. Humes getting the sign. He comes set. Here comes the pitch. Fastball low outside, called for ball two. Humes comes set again. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss there from Spay. 2-2 now on Andrew Spay. One out for the Vikings. Sukolo at second. 2-2 count here on Andrew Spay. Humes needs this out with the runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Low changeup. Full count now on Spay. Humes so far through the season. Fouled off towards the back. Like I was saying, Humes so far through the season A 6.125 ERA with a 1.625 WHIP. Williams giving the sign. Humes comes set the pitch. Fastball outside corner of the plate. Rung him up. Strike 3 here. Big pitch there from Henry Humes on the full count to get Spay looking on strike 3.
Stepping to the plate, number 15, Paulie Demos.
Stepping up now is Paulie Demos. As you see right here, just painted right there on the outside corner of the plate to get Spay looking for out number 2. So now Demos up to bat with 2 outs. Runner on second base. Here's a pitch. Slider outside corner called for strike 1. Nice pitch there from Humes. So scoreless game here in the top of the second. Humes comes set. Runner goes. Fouled off here by Demos. So Sukalo will go back. Sukalo got a great jump there on the pitch, took an extra lead. It'll be 0-2 here on Demos. Humes comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball chopped to short. Cheney will field it. Throws to first. Got him. So Humes gets out of it. Leaves the runner on second. So the Vikings will go to the bottom of the second. Still a scoreless game. You're watching HF Viking Baseball. So Cameron Williams stepping up now for the Vikings. He's the cleanup hitter in their lineup. Here comes the pitch. Changeup taken low and outside. Ball 1 here on Cameron Williams. He's starting catching for the Vikings. His 7th game in a row catching with their other catcher, Mateo Munoz, out hurt. Munoz DHing. So Williams been catching behind the dish for quite a while now. Here comes the pitch. Fastball taken low and outside. Strike 1. First strike there on Williams. It'll be a 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball in between second and first. And Williams will get to first on a weak little grounder that found a hole. Ball was hit off the end of the bat, so had some weird spin on it. But Williams finds a way on with a single. So a no-out single there from Williams, and Kamen Robertson will come into courtesy run for him. So James Holly up now for the Vikings. He's in the 5th spot playing first base tonight.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 10, number 20, James Holly.
Here comes the pitch. Pick off to first. No good. Holly, the team leader in batting average so far this season with a .579 average. 11 hits and 19 at-bats for him. Schlater set. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Fouled off towards the left by Holly. 0-1. So the Vikings still trying to get on the board early here with a runner on first. No outs. Schlater getting the sign. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Wow, fastball. Driven hard by Holly. Was super early on it, but drove it with a lot of velocity. It'll be a foul ball. 0-2 on Holly now. Here's the pitch from Schlater. Pick off to first. Robertson's back in time. So now 2 pickoffs in this at-bat from Schlater. Robertson takes his lead. Schlater comes set. Another pickoff move. Robertson's back safe again. Schlater set. Holly waits the pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball to first. Foul ball. So 3 straight foul balls here from Holly. It's still an 0-2 count on him. Holly with 8 singles and 3 doubles on the season. 6 RBIs for him. So it's 5 runs and 3 walks. Here comes the pitch from Schlater. Swing and miss from Holly. He goes down swinging. That'll be the first out for the Vikings. Stepping up now for the Vikings is Ricky Ham. Starting at third base, normally in the 2 spot. Coach Rogers trying him in the 6 spot here today. Schlater comes set. Pick off to first. Robertson's back in time. No problem. Schlater comes set. Here's the pitch. Robertson goes. He's safe at second. Ball 1 taken by Ham as well. So the throw was bobbled by Campusano, and he couldn't get Robertson in time, so he'll be at second. Runner in scoring position now for Richard Ham with a 1-0 count, 1 out here for the Vikings. Later set, here's the pitch. Swing and miss from Ham. 1-1 now. Ham with a .300 average on the season. Here comes the pitch. High fastball. Bobble by Campusano. Kamen will advance to third on the bobble. So Robertson advances to third on the pass ball from Campusano. So now a great opportunity for the Vikings to get on the board early here. 2-1 count, 1 out, and Robertson on first. Ham up to bat. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off by Ham towards the back. 2-2 now on him. Ham starting at third base. On deck is Arthur Stamps. He's in left field for the game. Here comes the pitch. Little blooper towards center. Robertson gets back to tag. He'll go home. No, he won't. So he goes back. So a little misread here from Robertson. Robertson thought it was over the center fielder's head. But the center fielder, Harrell took a few steps back, made the catch, and Robertson had already made his way, or attempted to make his way home. So couldn't get back and tag up in time. So a missed opportunity there from the Vikings. So Stamps will try to come in and get the RBI. Here's a pitch. Fastball hits Stamps in the left leg. He'll advance to first on the hit by pitch.
Now batting number 6, Nick Calamino.
Nick Calamino up for the Vikings now. Calamino, 240 on the season batting average, with a 286 on-base percentage. Calamino has played all 9 games for the Vikings. Here comes the pitch from Slater. Fastball driven high in the air, shallow in left field. And Tagala will make the catch. So a missed opportunity there from the Vikings as they go down with no runs scored. We'll head in the top of the third. Still a scoreless game here at Stagg. You're watching HF Viking Baseball.
Now batting number 14, lefty Elias.
So Humes comes back out for his third inning of work. Stepping up for the Chargers is lefty Helikis. Ball 1 here, taken on the DH. Fastball drilled in the air towards left field. It'll get down. Stamps will throw to second. Nice throw there by Stamps, but Helikis will get into second with a double. Morales couldn't scoop it out at second. Could have had a potential play there at second on Helikis to maybe get him out. Just couldn't scoop it out. So Helikis will be at second. Stepping up for the Chargers now is Dan Mauricio. So no outs for the Vikings with a runner in scoring. No outs for the Chargers with a running in scoring position. Here comes the pitch from Humes. Bunt shown. Williams will field it cleanly. Throw to first. Got him. So Mauricio with a sack bunt there on the play to get the first out for the Chargers, but he does advance Helikis to third on the play. So 1 out now for the Chargers. And they're back to the top of the order. Joel Harrell up for the Chargers. 1 out now with a runner on third. Humes comes set. Here's the pitch. Another bunt shown there. Foul ball. Humes the pitch. Slider inside, ball 1. Harrell 0 for 1 on the day. Here comes the pitch from Humes. Foul ball by Harrell. 1-2 now on him. Humes gets the sign from Williams. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Slider hit Harrell in his left shoulder, so he'll advance to first on the hit by pitch. And up to the plate will step Sebastian Talaga.
Number 3, Seth Talaga.
So runners on first and third here for the Chargers. Good opportunity for them right here. Pick off there from Humes. Talaga's back. I'm sorry, Harrow's back in time. Another pickoff there from Humes. Close play there, but Harrow gets back just in time. Another pickoff there. Third straight here from Humes. Humes is the pitch. Fastball outside. Nice pitch there on the outside corner. 0-1 here on Talaga. Humes comes set. Another pickoff there to Harrow. He's safe. Here comes the pitch from Humes. Fouled off towards the back. 0-2 now on Talaga. Humes comes set. Another pickoff there to first. Harrow's back in time again. Again, runners on first and third. 1 out here for the Chargers. Scoreless game in the top of the third. Here comes the pitch. Slider. Cheney will field it. Throw to second. To first. Double play for the Vikings. They get out of the inning. No runs scored. So a big play there from Torrey Cheney and Mateo Morales to get out of the inning. Check the replay. Slider there by Humes. Grounded right to Cheney. Didn't even have to move. Nice flip to Morales. And the throw to first gets the Vikings out with no runs allowed. So Humes, 3 scoreless innings now. The Vikings will head into the bottom of the third to try to hit and score some runs. You're watching HF Viking Baseball.
Mateo Morales. Number 0, Corey Cheney.
Ground out. Yeah. Foul ball there from Cheney, 0-1. So Schlater back out for his third inning of work here. Here comes the windup, the pitch. Curveball taken for strike 2 here on Cheney. 0-2 on him. Here comes the pitch. Curveball low and inside, taken for ball 1. Bounced off the plate. Here comes the windup from Schlater. The pitch. Outside cutter, driven to right field, but it's caught by the right fielder Morazilo. So a nice opposite field knock there from Cheney, just doesn't fall. Outside corner of the plate, went with the pitch, just right to the right fielder Morazilo. So Munoz up to bat with 2 outs here for the Vikings, trying to get something started. Wind up, here's the pitch. Low changeup, ball 1. Here comes the windup from Schlater. The pitch. Fastball high and inside. 2-0 now on Munoz. Here comes the pitch. Fastball inside corner of the plate. Strike 1 here on Munoz. Here comes the windup from Schlater. The pitch. Nice slider dropped in there. 2-2 now on Munoz. Schlater winds up. Here's the pitch. High inside curveball, taken for ball 3. Full count now on Munoz. Here comes the payoff pitch from Schlater. Fastball driven in between short and third. Ground ball there from Munoz. Finds a hole. He'll go to first with 2 outs, and Amir Heidelberg will step up to the plate. So a nice way to find a hole there for Munoz, just to put himself on base. Heidelberg stepping up now with 2 outs and a runner on first. Here comes the pitch from Schlater. Low fastball taken for ball 1 on Heidelberg. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Schlater. Fastball on the outside corner of the plate, fouled off towards the right. One now on Heidelberg. Schlater comes set. Here's pitch. Curveball. Hung down the middle on Heidelberg. 1-2 now on him. Heidelberg 0 for 1 on the day. Drove a high ball to right field. Thought it was over the right fielder's head. And a pickoff attempt to first. Munoz goes. And they caught him. So they caught Munoz lacking. Munoz thought he was going home. He went to first. And Munoz tries to steal second, but gets caught out. So it'll be still 0-0 going in the top of the fourth here for the Vikings. So we'll head in the top of the fourth. Humes comes back out for his fourth inning of work. You're watching HF Viking Baseball.
Coming to play number 25, Chuck Campusano.
So Humes back out for his fourth inning of work. Here's the pitch. Nice slurve there. Hung down the middle, but ball one. Maybe a little high there on the catcher, Campusano. Second pitch is inside for ball two. Humes with the windup. Here comes the pitch. Fastball. Popped in the air. Cheney will come in. He'll call it, and he'll make the catch. So first out there for the Vikings. As Campusano pops out to the shortstop, Cheney. Stepping up now for the Chargers is Anthony Sucalo. Humes is set. Here's the windup and the pitch. Another fastball popped in the air. This one is high. Holly's going to call it in foul territory, and he'll miss it. Just mistracked it there a little bit. So it'll be a foul ball there from Sucalo. Here comes the pitch from Humes. Fastball grounded to third. Hamill fielded cleanly. Throw to first. Holly can't scoop the throw. So Sucalo will get to first on the air.
Coming to play number 21, Bronson Sterling.
Bronson Sterling stepping in for the Chargers now. He's starting at third base. So Sucalo will lead off a first. Sterling up to bat. Here comes the pitch. Sucalo goes. Nice throw there from Williams. And he just couldn't get Sucalo stealing second. So Cheney thought he got him. He thought Sucalo came off the bag after he got there. But he ends up being safe. So Rogers goes out to talk to the umpire. Try to appeal the call, but call stands still. It appeared as if the runner came off the bag. His arm maybe came off the bag after he was safe, but no call. There's a slider there, grounded in between short and third. So Sterling will get to first on the single. Sukalo advances to third. No run score there. But Hume's in a bit of a hole now with runners on first and third. Still only one out there for the Vikings.
Number 12, Andrew Stagg.
Andrew Spay up now for the Chargers. Humes takes a look over there back at Sterling. He comes set. Here comes the pitch. Bunt shown here. So Sterling will advance to second. There's still only one out. So there's a bunt shown here by Spay. He pulled back. It was called for a ball. And Sterling advanced to second on the stolen base. Humes is set. Two runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Outside changeup, just a bit outside, called for ball 2 on. Runners on second, third. Sterling at second, Sukalo at third. Here's the pitch to Spay. Fouled off towards press box. So 2-1 now on Andrew Spay. Humes comes set. Here comes pitch. Fastball fouled off yet again by Spay. 2-2 here on him. Big pitch up coming for Humes with two runners in scoring position. Still only one out for the Vikings. If he can get this strikeout, it would be huge for him. Here's the pitch. Low changeup, nice stop there from Williams behind the plate to prevent it from getting past him. Full count now on Spay. So Humes is set. Here comes the payoff pitch. Chopped. And Humes will throw to first. And no runners will score. So a weak little grounder that Humes fields. He looks back the runner Sukalo to third. He goes back and then he throws to first and gets the out. So a good play there by Humes to prevent any runners from scoring and get the out. So now 2 outs here for the Chargers. Still runners on second and third. Now Paulie Demo stepping up for the Chargers. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Grounded to second. Munoz will field it cleanly. Throw to first. And he's out. The Vikings get out of the inning. No runs allowed. So some nice work there from Henry Humes to prevent the Chargers from scoring with runners in second and third. Only one out in the inning. So the Vikings will head to the bottom of the fifth, try to put some runs on the board. Still a scoreless game in the bottom of the going to the bottom of the fourth. You're watching HF Viking Baseball.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 4, Demir Heidelberg.
Demir Heidelberg stepping up for the Vikings now. Bottom of the fourth. He'll lead it off. Here's a pitch from Slater. Popped up in the air. Foul territory here. And it's out of play. So ball just got out of play here. Heidelberg ended the inning at bat last inning when Munoz was caught stealing second. So he comes back up 2 innings in a row. Here comes the pitch from Slater. Fouled off towards right field. That'll be out of play. 0-2 now on Heidelberg. Like I said last inning, 0 for 1 on the game with a fly ball to right field. Nice opposite field piece by him. Just couldn't get over the right fielder's head. Slater winds. Here's the pitch. High fastball taken for ball 1 on Heidelberg. 1-2 on him now. So no run scored by either team here. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning here. Here's a pitch. Fastball inside, jammed Heidelberg. He'll bloop it into center, and a nice running play there by the shortstop, Spay. Thought maybe for a minute it would drop in between the short and center, but Spay made a nice running play to get to it and track it down in time. So Heidelberg's retired. That'll be 1 out for the Vikings now. Cameron Williams stepping up for the Vikings. He's 1 for 1 with a single on the game. Here's pitch. Nice little curveball down the middle. 0-1 on Williams. Here comes the pitch. Another slider. 0-2 now on Williams. Williams' single earlier in the 2nd inning. Grounded it in between short and second second and first on a weak little ground ball. He just found a hole. Here's pitch. Low changeup. 1-2. On deck for the Vikings is James Hawley. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Outside fastball is driven to left by Williams. And Talaga will make the catch. Outside fastball, Williams was ahead of it. Just didn't wait for the pitch in time. So he'll be retired on the fly out. James Hawley will come up to the plate with 2 outs. Here's pitch. High outside fastball, ball 1. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off towards the back net. 1-1 here on James Hawley. Hawley 0 for 1 with a strikeout here. Here comes the pitch. High fastball. Super high, taken for ball 2. Here comes the pitch. Nice curveball. 3-1 now on James Hawley. Here comes the windup from Slater. The pitch. Fastball fouled off towards the net by Hawley. Full count now with 2 outs. Slater is set. Here comes the windup. And the pitch. Driven to right field by Hawley. That'll get down the line. Hawley's going to head to second on the play. That gets all the way down to the fence. So a 2-out double here from James Hawley. 3-2 pitch. Hawley was looking for something to hit, and he sure found something. Driven to right field. Hard hit ball there from Hawley. Gets all the way to the fence. The right fielder, Mauricio, threw it in, but not before Hawley made it to second. So a 2-out double. Ricky Ham will come to the plate for the Vikings. 0 for 1 on the day. Here comes the pitch from Slater. Fastball on the outside corner of the plate. Ball 1. Ham looking to drive in the Vikings' first run of the game with Hawley on second. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch from Slater. Fastball. Again outside. 2-0 now on Ham. Slater is set. Here's pitch. Fastball. Chopped to third base. Throw to first. And he can't pick it. So Holly will go to third. Rogers waves him home. Holly to home. He slides. He's safe at home. So the third baseman, Sterling, with a wild throw to first. First baseman, Sukalo, can't pick it out. Holly goes all the way from second to home. Ham will go to second on the air, and the Vikings lead 1-0.
Now batting number 5, Arthur Stamps.
Sukalo kind of jogged to get the ball after he missed it. Maybe he didn't think Holly would go all the way home, but Rogers was waving him around aggressively. So the Vikings score the first run of the game as they lead 1-0. 2 outs now with Ham on second. Stamps up to the plate as he takes ball 1. Stamps with a hit by pitch in his first at bat. So Slater getting the signs from Campusano here. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball fouled off towards the right by Stamps. 0-1. I'm sorry, 1-1. Slater set. Ham takes his lead from second. Here's the pitch. Fastball high and outside, called for strike 2 here on Stamps. 1-2 now on him. Two outs for the Vikings. Scored 1 in the inning so far. They lead 1-0. Here comes the pitch. No, pickoff to second. Ham gets back with plenty of time to spare. So a pickoff attempt is unsuccessful here from Slater. Here comes the pitch. Curveball tipped by Stamps, but it's caught by the catcher Campusano. So the Chargers get out of the inning. 1 run allowed, though. Vikings do scratch 1 across. So we're headed into the top of the 5th. The Vikings lead 1-0. And coming into relief for the Vikings is Caden Stein. You're watching HF Viking Baseball.
Now pitching for the Vikings, number 19, Caden Stein. Coming to play for the Chargers, number 14, lefty, Halakius
So new pitcher here for the Vikings, Caden Stein coming in to relieve Henry Humes. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Vikings lead 1-0. And up to bat for the Chargers. Here's pitch. Ball 1. Up to bat for the Chargers is lefty Halakias. Halakias, the DH for the game tonight. Ball 1 taken by him. Sign is set. Here's pitch. Fastball driven to center. Right to Calamino. Has to take a few steps to his left. But right there to make the catch. 1 out here for the Chargers.
Number 7, Dan Mosavello.
Dan Mosavillo now. He's stepping up for the Chargers. Stein getting the sign. He's set. Here's the pitch. Fastball swing and a miss from Mosavillo. 0-1. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swing and a miss again from Mosavillo. 0-2. Stein coming into this game with the team as the team leader in earned runs with 0. No runs through 8 innings pitched. And another swing and a miss from Mosavillo. So 3 straight swings and misses here. And Stein gets the first 2 of the inning. As I was saying, 8 innings pitched here from Stein in the first 9 games. Still no runs allowed for him. So he's been one of the Vikings' most reliable pitchers here in the early in the season. 2 outs now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there from Harrell. Oh, 1 now on Joel Harrell. Stein is set. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Cheney will field it cleanly. On the run, makes a throw. He got him! Nice play there from Torrey Cheney on the run. Throws to first. And Holly with a nice scoop. Chargers go 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th as Vikings try to add on more runs. You're watching HF Viking Baseball.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 6, Nick Calamino.
So Nick Calamino stepping up for the Vikings. Slater still out for the Chargers in this 5th inning. Here comes the pitch from Slater. Bunt fouled off here from Calamino. Here comes the windup. Ball taken outside. Here comes the windup. The pitch. Low curveball. 3-0 now on Nick Calamino. I'm sorry, 3-1. Calamino 0 for 1 on the day here. Here comes a pitch from Slater. Fastball fouled off down the line. Hard hit ground ball there from Calamino. Full count now on him. On deck for the Vikings is Mateo Morales. Here comes the pitch. Low fastball taken for ball 4. And so Calamino will jog down to first with the no-out walk here.
Now batting number 7, Mateo Morales.
So Mateo Morales stepping up for the Vikings. And Calamino will lead off the first. Pick off to first. Calamino's back in time. Here comes the pitch. Curveball. 0-1 here on Morales as he takes the first pitch strike. So Slater with a runner on first. That's Calamino. Morales up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Morales shows bunt. He can't get it down. It's fouled up towards the back. So 0-2 now on Mateo Morales. Slater comes set. Takes a look at Calamino. There's the pickoff. Calamino stumbles but does get back safe in time. Slater comes set. Kick the pitch. Morales shows bunt again. He gets it down. And the third baseman, Sterling, will field it and throw to first. So Morales with a successful sacrifice bunt. Calamino will get to second. And Torrey Chaney will step up to the plate for the Vikings.
Starting plate for the Vikings, number 0, Torrey Chaney.
Chaney 0 for 2 on the day. Slater getting the sign from Campusano. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Change up. Down the middle inside. Called for strike 1 on Chaney. Slater comes set. The 0-1 to Chaney. Here comes. Bunt shown by Chaney. Taken back. 1-1. Slater comes set. A 1-1 pitch to Chaney. Here he comes. Outside fastball, 2-1 now on Torrey Chaney. So the Vikings with 1 run last inning try to add on another one here with Calamino at second. 1 out and Chaney up to the plate for the Vikings. Pick off to second. No good. Nice scoop by the second baseman there, Demos. Just couldn't get Calamino in time as he stuck his foot under right before the ball came. So 2-1 count now here on Torrey Cheney. Here comes the pitch from Slater. Cheney shows bunt. He goes for it, but misses it. It'll be 2-2 now. Cheney tried to bunt, ran towards the ball, but just completely missed it. So it'll be a 2-2 count now on here for him. Here comes the pitch. Line drive in between short and third for a base hit by Cheney. So he'll advance to first. Calamino to third there on the single. So another big opportunity here for the Vikings as Mateo Munoz will step up to the plate.
Now batting number 9, Mateo Munoz.
Cheney with a line drive base hit in between short and third. Roger, a hard hit ball there from Cheney. So Calamino didn't have the opportunity to advance home. First and third here. The pitch to Munoz. Cheney faked like he was going, but ended up not. Pitch is called for a ball. 1-0 here on Mateo Munoz. Cheney takes the lead from first. Calamino hits from third. Slater set. Pick off to first. Cheney gets back in time. Slater comes set. Here comes the pitch. Cheney goes. Catcher faked to third. He faked to short, threw to third. Throw was bobbled by Sterling. Calamino doesn't go, but Cheney does get to second on the stolen base. And the pitch is called for a ball, so it'll be 2-0 here on Munoz. Runners on second and third on big opportunity here for the Vikings to potentially knock in 2 more with a base hit to the outfield. Slater is set. Here comes the pitch. Curveball hung down the middle to Munoz. 2-1 now. So infield in here for the Chargers. Probably looking to have a play at home on a ground ball. Slater comes set. Munoz ready for the 2-1. Here it comes. Low outside changeup called for ball 3. 3-1. Demir Heidelberg on deck for the Vikings. 3-1 count here on Mateo Munoz. Vikings lead 1-0. And we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here comes the pitch. Fastball outside. Munoz takes for ball 4. So he'll head to first on the walk. So bases loaded here for the Vikings 3-hitter. It's Demir Heidelberg coming up with a big opportunity here to knock in some runs. Slater comes set. Here's the pitch. Low changeup, ball 1 here on Heidelberg. Slater comes set. 1-0 to Heidelberg. Fastball fouled off. Out towards the right side. That's going to be out of play. 1-1 now on Heidelberg. Slater comes set. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul there from Heidelberg. 1-2. Heidelberg was early on the inside pitch. Chopped it towards the Vikings dugout at third base. So it'll be a 1-2 count now on Heidelberg with the bases loaded for the Vikings. Here comes the pitch. Curveball hit Heidelberg in the back. So that'll bring a run home for the Vikings to score their second run of the game. They'll be up 2-0 now in the bottom of the fifth. We'll check the replay. Curveball hit Heidelberg. Just ran to first. Has no problem with the hit by pitch as he gets the credited with the RBI here. And the Vikings cleanup hitter, Cameron Williams, will step up to the plate. 1 out. Williams 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Here's the pitch. Curveball is driven in the air towards left field. Cheney will tag to go home. Throw will not be cut, and Cheney will be tagged out on the play at home. So a double play here from Stagg. Get the Vikings out.
Coming to play for the Chargers, number 3, Sebastian Talaga.
So Stein back out for a second inning of work here for the Vikings. Ball 1 taken by Talaga here. So 1-0 count here on Talaga. Stein comes set. Here's the 1-0. Fastball high and outside, 2-0. Stein comes set. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball inside part of the plate. Strike 1. Stein comes set. Here's the 2-1. Fastball outside corner of the plate is fouled off by Talaga. So 2-2 here on him. Top of the 6th here for the Vikings. They lead 2-0 here. Stein comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball low in the dirt. Good stop there by Williams. It'll be a full count now. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball. Cheney fields it cleanly. Throws to first. Scoop by Holly, and they get the out. So Cheney with a nice play. Throw to first, and Holly with a nice scoop to get the Vikings first out of the inning.
25, John Campusano.
John Campusano stepping up for the Chargers now. 1 out for the Vikings in the top of the 6th inning. Stein comes set. Here's the pitch to Campusano. Change up. Campusano show bunt, pulled back, ball 1. Stein comes set, and here's the pitch. Fouled off by Campusano, 1-1. Stein comes set. 1-1 count here on Campusano. Here's the pitch. Fastball, driven to left field, and that'll get down. It'll get all the way to the fence, and Ellis will field it, throw it into Cheney. So Campusano will be on second with a 1-out double.
Number 5, Anthony Sucalo.
So Anthony Sucalo now up for the Vikings. I'm sorry, for the Chargers. So Ellis subbed in for Stamps in left field out there. So 1 out here. Here's a pitch from Stein. Fouled off by Sucalo. 0-1. Stein comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball is driven in the air to center field. Calamino has an eye on it, and he makes the catch. So the second out there for the Vikings, as Calamino makes the catch in center field. Stepping up now is Bronson Sterling for the Chargers.
Number 21, Bronson Sterling. Running for the Chargers, number 22, Gavin McDonald.
So 2 outs for the Vikings. Top of the 6th inning. They lead 2-0 here. Runner on second. Here comes the pitch from Stein. Fastball high and away, taken for ball 1 here by Sterling. One 0 here on Bronson Sterling. Here comes the pitch from Stein. Fastball called for strike 1 here. 1-1. Here comes the pitch from Stein. Fastball outside corner of the plate, strike 2. So 1-2 count here on Bronson Sterling. One-two pitch from Stein. Here it comes. Fastball fouled off by Sterling. He stays alive. Vikings looking to get out of the inning with a runner stranded on second. and have at least a 2-run lead going into the 7th to try to close this game out. Here comes the pitch. Low changeup, low and away. Taken for ball 2. Nice stop there from Williams again to prevent the runner at second from advancing on a wild pitch. So a 2-2 count here on Bronson Sterling. Stein comes set. Here comes the pitch. Fastball grounded up the middle, and that'll get through. Calamino will throw home, and they hold the runner from getting home. Calamino on the throw home was a wild, but the runner at third, which was Talaga, decided not to go home.
Number 12, Andrew Stagg.
So it was a ground ball up the middle that Calamino fielded cleanly, threw the ball home. Talaga rounded third in an attempt to go home, but quickly shifted and went back to third. So no run allowed here for the Vikings, as that's big. So runners at second and third, and up for the Chargers is Andrew Spay. Here comes the pitch from Stein. Low changeup, called for strike 1. Pick off to second, and it gets away. So the runner at third will score as Talaga comes in. So Stein with the pick off to second, and it got away from Cheney. So a run does score for the Chargers as they cut the Vikings' lead to only 1 now. Stein comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball down the middle, called for strike 2. So 0-2 now. Here comes the pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Cheney will field it, throw to first. Got him! Nice play there from Torrey Cheney, ranging up the middle to get the runner out. So the Vikings prevent the Chargers from scoring, and they get out of the inning with only 1 run allowed. So we'll head into the bottom of the 6th as the Vikings try to get some insurance heading into the top of the 7th. You're watching HF Viking Baseball.
number 20, James Holly.
James Holly up for the Vikings. Here's a pitch. Ball 1. Will Schlater back out again for the Chargers, heading into his 6th inning of work. 1-0 on Holly. Here comes the windup from Schlater. The pitch. Fastball fouled off towards the left. 1-1 on Holly. Slater, here comes the windup. The pitch. Fastball outside corner of the plate. Called for strike 2. Holly 1 for 2 on the day with a double. He ripped one down the line earlier in the game to get the Vikings rally going. Here's a pitch. Outside slider. Just outside on Holly. 2-2. Pitch just missed the plate. Schlater thought it was good, but Holly with a great take there on a 1-2 count. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball chopped. Third baseman fields it, throws to first, and it's not going to be in time. Holly gets to first. He beats out the throw. So the ball not hit super hard, but chopped high enough. Third baseman Sterling was put in a weird position where he didn't know if he should charge it or not. So he waited back on it and ended up not being a very good decision as Holly beat the throw out. Holly will now take a pinch runner. It'll be Brandon Bennett in the pinch run for him. The Vikings trying to add some insurance here for themselves going into the top of the 7th to close this game out. So no outs here. Bennett on first, pinch running for Holly. And Ricky Ham up to the plate. Here comes the pitch. Outside slider called for strike 1. Ham 0 for 2 on the day, but got to first on the air. Here comes the pitch. Schlater picks off to first. Bennett gets back in time. Oh, 1 here on Ham. Here comes the pitch. Fastball grounded to short. Fields it, throws to second, and throw to first. Double play for the Chargers. So a big play there from Spay and Demos to get the double play and get Bennett and Ham retired. 2 outs for the Vikings now. Kendall Ellis coming up to the plate for his first at-bat of the game. Came in for Stamps in left field last inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball swing and a miss from Ellis. 0-1. Entering this game, Ellis with the 2nd highest batting average on the team, batting .412. Here's the pitch. Fastball high. Ellis had to duck. He'll take ball 1, 1-1. Here comes the windup from Slater, the pitch. Fouled off towards the right. 1-2 on Ellis. So 1-2 here on Kendall Ellis. Slater is set. Here comes the windup, the pitch. So change up, popped in the air towards second, and it gets down. Ellis takes a big round at first, but he'll stay there. So some miscommunication between the second baseman Demos and the the right fielder Morris Sevilla as to who would get the ball. No one got it. It dropped in between them, so Ellis will get to first on the single. 2 outs now. And Nick Calamino up for the Vikings to try to advance Ellis and get the Vikings in a position to score a run going into the 7th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Some miscommunication here from Ellis. Started stealing a second, but then stopped halfway. Don't quite know what he was doing there. So the Vikings head into the top of the 7th with a 1-run lead, as Trent Roseburg will try to come in and close this one out for them. You're watching HF Viking Baseball. Roseburg.
Now pitching for the Vikings, number 2, Trenton Roseburg. Now batting for the Chargers, number 15, Paulie Demos.
So Roseburg coming in to pitch and try to close this one out for the Vikings. Up for the Chargers, number 15, Paulie Demos. Here comes the windup from Roseburg, the pitch. Low changeup, take the first strike. 0-1 on Demos. Roseburg set, here's the pitch. Fastball popped high in the air, and it gets out. So it'll be 0-2. 0-2 here on Demos. Roseburg will look for a put-away pitch here to try to get the first out of the inning. We're in the top of the 7th. Like I said, this game is at Stagg, but the Vikings are considered the home team because the game was originally scheduled to be at the Vikings field on Monday. Here's a pitch. High fastball. But because of the weather uncertainties, the game was moved to Stagg where they have an all-turf field, so they don't have wet grass in the outfield. So Vikings do have last at bat. Here's a pitch. Low changeup. 2-2 here. Here comes the pitch from Roseburg. Fastball popped in the air towards right field. Heidelberg's got an eye on it, and he makes the catch. 1 out here for the Vikings. That ball originally looked like it was going to center, but tailed towards right field. Heidelberg tracked it well and caught it for the first out of the inning. Lefty Halakias up now for the Chargers. Vikings lead 2-1. Roseburg tried to close this game out. Here comes the pitch. Slider, strike 1. Nice pitch there from Trent. Was a slider that started outside and curved inside. Fastball, little inside there. Roseburg doesn't get the call. He's upset. It's 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Grounder to first. Foul ball. So 1-2 here now on Halakias. 1 out. Roseburg winds up. Here's the pitch. Outside slider, let go of it a little early. So it'll be 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swing and a miss here from Halakias. Roseburg gets the strikeout. So it'll be 2 outs now for the Chargers. And they're down to last out with Dan Morrisavillo.
7, Dan Morsavillo.
2 outs for the Chargers. Roseburg trying to close this one out. Vikings only lead by 1. Roseburg with the windup, the pitch. Changeup grounded. Cheney charges it, fields it, throws to first. Game over! Vikings win in low-scoring fashion. A great pitching performance by the Vikings today with Stein, Roseburg, and Humes. So not super typical of the Vikings to only score 2 runs, but it works for today. They get the 2-1 victory, and they'll head home with a conference win. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the day. For HF Viking Baseball, I'm Declan Klein.